Alrighty friends, so today we are talking about the two cushion foundations that I just purchased at the drugstore, which is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation in W2 or Light Ivory, which is this little rose gold beauty right here, and the Maybelline New York Dream Cushion Fresh Face Liquid Foundation on the go in the shade 20 or Classic Ivory, which is this bad boy right here. They are both the same size, which is pretty nice, and they're obviously the same formulation, and I guess if you want to see how they compare to each other on my face, just keep on watching. I'm all moisturized and primed, and I think I'm going to do the Lumi on my right and the Dream Cushion on my left. So I have to say I'm already going into this a little bit biased just because I do like a bit more full coverage, and it feels like this is more full coverage just based on my first impressions of playing around with them. That's just, I mean I gotta say it before we actually do the review. I do love the packaging on the Lumi, I have to say. The rose gold is beautiful, and both are about the same size, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, they're each 0.51 ounces or 14.6 grams. So they are the same size. They have pretty similar packaging. This one's just prettier. They both have awesome big mirrors and the little sponges. So I think they're pretty much the exact same. I have used the Lumi sponge. I haven't used the Maybelline sponge because my preferred way of applying these is going to be with my new paddle brush, which is the iBeauty Tool Mermaid Face Brush. So let's start with the Lumi just because I've had some issues with it in the past. I'm really pressing down because this is really hard to pick up product. I don't know if you can see that, but like there's very little liquid on those bristles right now. So even though it says it has the same amount, it doesn't feel like it. Okay, I like it better with this brush. Before I was using either a sponge, like a Beauty Blender sponge, or a different, similarly thickly packed brush, but it's not the Mermaid Face Brush, which is actually applying this really, really well. I am impressed with that. It still doesn't feel like full coverage. Like I do have some breakouts right now, and it doesn't really feel like it's covering those at all. So if you're having an awesome skin day, I'd say maybe, but right now I'm not. Plus, weirdly enough, because this is light ivory, it doesn't really feel that light, like color-wise. It's definitely a light formulation in that it doesn't feel like much when you're putting it on. It's very thin, but yeah, it's not exactly the lightest shade on me. I do have lighter foundations, and I definitely have to blend down my neck to make it look like I'm not going crazy with the different face things. And you're also supposed to be able to touch up and cover individual spots, but no. Just no. I've done this before where I've stuck a finger in there. Oh, I just got a lot. Apparently that's where it's all been hiding. Ah! But I'm gonna just dab that and get a little bit more coverage on some of my acne. It still doesn't feel like it's covering much. Tell me if it looks different on camera than it does in real life, but you know, I buy makeup for real life, so I don't know if that'll sway me. Okay, so apparently it's all hiding around the edges, or just the one edge that I keep pressing into and getting a lot of foundation, but that's not helpful when you're using a brush and go like in the middle, or have to go in the middle really. I don't know. I am conflicted because I'm liking it more this time with this brush and I just don't know. Anywho, onto the Maybelline New York Dream Cushion Liquid Foundation on the Go. I have this one in the shade 20 or Classic Ivory. And this actually already looks a little bit different. I don't know if you can tell. But this definitely looks more saturated with the foundation. So I'm just gonna wipe this off a little bit. Doesn't look like it's putting anything else onto my skin. I should probably just get a second one of these to really make this review better, but yeah, I feel like you guys probably don't want to wait like 2 hours while I run to TJ Maxx. See, just like right off the bat, that is so much more on the bristles. You couldn't see it even though it was hiding on the brush and did apply a little bit on my face with a little bit of work. But this is insane. Like one kind of light press and I'm going to be able to do my entire face with just this makeup. Because I did pick up so much, I'm just going to dab it around at first. And you know what? I am going to use it a little bit on the acne spots. Because I am already thinking that my bias is totally valid. Because that's just ridiculous. Like, it's so hard to use. And I still have so much makeup on this brush. Oh, this side is gonna look so cakey. Dang it. So yeah, definitely use a lighter hand or just use it on your whole face instead of just one half, weirdly. Okay, so the other side, the Lumi side, is just not enough coverage for me, and it looks super strange with just, you know, no coverage versus full coverage. So I'm just gonna do my whole face with the excess that's left on this brush and really blend it out because, girl, I feel crazy otherwise. So this isn't going to be the half and half face that I was planning, but it's fine. Because now I like my whole face instead of just half. Because that would be a weird thing, you know? Even though, you know, everyone does have their favorite eyebrow and like the side that applies their contour better, so having a favorite half of your face probably isn't actually the weirdest thing I've said, but I'm really about this. This is so much more impressive for full coverage makeup. Alrighty, so I am going to just apply the rest of my face of makeup and then we can come back and chat about it. So as you can probably guess, I am so much more of a fan of the Maybelline New York Dream Cushion Foundation than I am of the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Cushion. This actually covers my face and is really, really easy to use, whereas this doesn't really cover much and takes so much effort to cover what it does cover. One way or the other, I do really like the new cushion foundation type of deal. The touch-ups on the go make it really just easy and smart to use. I'm probably gonna end up getting a second one of these so I can keep it in my bag at all times. Oop. There we go, hair's down. That's pretty much all I've got for this video. I much prefer this one over this one. If you like this one, good for you. I hope it works for some people. It's just kind of a dud in my book. So those are my final opinions on these two foundations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up down below and hitting the subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video.